Well, hello and welcome to Absolutely Criminal. I'm Andrew, and right beside me, as always, today is Tiffie Lou. How are you doing, Tiffie Lou?
I'm doing great. Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well.
Looks like you're enjoying a couple tamales over there.
I am.
You've had a busy day
Mm.
and just coming in right now.
Yep.
Good to see Cece Orland's here, and she's our newest Insider Information
I know I
member.
heard you upgraded, Cece. That's
Yeah,
fancy.
thank you so much. We appreciate that. And also, Renee's one of our newest Insider Information members. It's $2.99 a month. You can go to the membership tab and read all about it there. You'll get some extra perks and some exclusive episodes. And we have a couple of those coming your way this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a couple things tonight. We're going to update you briefly on Sarah Boone, just in case you've been hiding under a rock this week. It's been a busy Boone week. We have a pause and predict game to play, and absolutely Tiffy Lou after that. We have a tale that we're going to talk about with Tiffy and end up that way. So, uh, I don't have much to say on Sarah Boone. Tiffany, in case you're not familiar, she had a trial, not a trial, but a hearing the other day, and Frank Bankowitz was granted his dismissal.
Yeah. I know. I was here for that.
Yeah, you were here for that.
Uh, now, have you seen what Hobson looks like? Do you know what he looks like? How old is he?
Oh, I looked him up earlier. I didn't find a definitive picture. If anybody out there has a picture of him, let me know. But it looks like a fairly common name. But I did find something on him in Florida, so we'll dig up a picture of him later. But yeah, I haven't seen him in person in the
Mm.
wild.
Okay.
So, but he's got his work cut out for him certainly. And I wonder if he's familiar, like how familiar he is with the case. If
Uh,
he's just starting from scratch, or if he's actually heard of it.
uh, who hasn't heard of it?
Well, I mean, it's not been popular on the mainstream media. It's been mostly internet,
No,
I
that's
feel
true.
like.
That's
So,
true. Yeah. Most of the stuff we've gotten through YouTube and our own Google searches.
yep, exactly. All right, good to see Kathy Jones and Joe Love and Renee. CC Orleans is here. We'll have some fun. So,
Well, maybe it's popular in Florida, though. I mean, he might know just because that's his home state. Come on, suitcase killer,
yeah, I know. How could you not hear about it? I
right?
mean, yeah. Yeah, but there is plenty of going on in Florida too, so you never know.
Hmm.
Maybe he's very busy with his caseload. We'll see how he gets along with Sarah Boone, and if he can convince her maybe to take a better deal, or will she go full Daryl Brooks and just represent herself?
God, I hope so.
Yeah, Kathy, Sarah did want to talk so bad, but she couldn't. She wasn't getting a word in
I
edgewise.
know that was great. Yeah, and you could just watch her. Well, you could watch her. She's just on the verge, on the edge of her seat, wanting to say something the whole time he's talking.
Yeah, and then
Like she's
straight
not listening to shit he's saying.
straight shooting Judge Wooten pretty much shut her down. I
Yeah.
mean, he said, Ms. Boone, I've been reading these letters that have been coming out, and I don't know, as a defendant, as somebody under representation, you'd think they'd advise her not to write the letters. I'm sure they have, but you know how things go.
Yeah, and I
So,
wish I was there. I would have been like, Miss Boone, we've been reading the letters as well, you know?
yes. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Amelia Sparkles. Welcome.
Sparkles!
You still feeling kind of puny today? I'm sorry about that. Hope you get a little bit of entertainment here. And so let's go. This is, we like to talk about drunk people here
We do. Yeah, they're funny.
lately.
Yeah.
Drunk Karens in particular. But this one is a little bit different.
Hmm.
She's young and
She not drunk?
she's possibly drunk.
Okay.
But that goes along with this story, and so let's see how it unfolds. It's not typical to the ones we've been looking at so far. So
I'm curious to see how I'll do on our little quiz.
yeah,
I haven't seen this at all, so this will be
all right,
exciting.
here we go.
I can't hear anything.
Sorry about that. I had the audio muted on the video. Let's start over. We'll just edit that part out.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what you
yeah.
have to
Well,
say.
no
Yeah.
one saw that.
Nope.
It's fine. Yeah.
Hello. So you were going a little fast tonight. Okay, I had you at 54 and at 35. Also, I'm recording this tonight. Is there any reason you didn't pull over for me?
All right, that brings us to our first question. What's her excuse for not pulling over right away? I have to acknowledge a comment, though, that David Warman Sr. said, bet every lawyer in the district that's with the public pretender's office has rented trucks and packed up to move and quit. Yeah, I mean, if you're in that office, you can probably see it coming your way. All right, so this is our young lady this evening. She's been stopped. She didn't stop right away. The officer noticed her swerving and weaving in traffic, and so he wants to know reasonably, why didn't you stop? Kathy says C. Renee says C.
I say
Is it
B.
A, she didn't notice? B, she thought they were after another car, or C, she didn't think it was a real cop? What did you say?
I think B would be a smart choice. That's what I would say.
All right. Tiffy says B, and we have looks like most C's. Let's find out.
I didn't notice until
You didn't notice the lights?
Okay.
Yeah.
forgot it. I'm so sorry. I'm literally always losing
No one should.
it.
Okay. Which way? How about you give me your name? And do it this way.
All right. The officer asks for her name. What's her next move? You notice she had her license up on her phone there because she didn't carry it with her. A, she gives her correct name. We go on from there. B, she gives her sister's name. Or C, she refuses to give a name. Don't worry, Renee, there's plenty of time left. And we're not playing for points anyway.
Well, I started out wrong too, Renee. So I'm going to say she refuses to give a name.
All right, refuses to give a name. Let's find out. We have B from Renee. Let's find out what happens.
Gabriella.
No. And it's Gabriella?
Yes.
So Gabriella is indeed her sister's name.
How was I supposed to know who Gabriella was?
ID.
Well, luckily I'm here to tell you.
Yeah.
Do you have a middle initial?
Miranda.
And what is your birthday?
Again, 1999.
Okay.
You notice that she slipped up a little bit. Her birth date is actually 2004, but the fake ID she showed of her sister
is
1999. So he goes, when were you born? 1999. So that's her first little sign of weakness here.
Well, I mean, I know my birth year like right off the bat.
Yeah, that's not something that you accidentally
I don't usually
say
have to
something
think
else
about
first.
it. Yeah.
Hey, Gabriella, how much you had to drink tonight?
What will she admit to drinking tonight? A, 1 Bud Light. B, 2 Buzz Balls. C, 3 White Claws. What do you think, Tiffany?
I'm going with 2. I'm just going to stay in the middle because apparently I'm wrong no matter what I choose.
Well, and that's a smart answer. I mean, they always say 2 drinks,
Couple beers,
2 beers,
couple drinks.
2 glasses of wine. So let's find out what she admits to.
Honestly, I have 2 buzz balls.
Okay.
I'm so
2
sorry.
Buzz Balls.
Okay.
I think Renee said
right here.
A.
Oh,
Kathy said C, but it is B.
But I'm almost home. I was at my homie's house. It was my homie's birthday. We were all drinking
And that's where she presents her sister's license, or a picture of it on her phone anyway.
I took 2 buzz balls, but I'm okay, I promise.
okay, 1 second. Gabriella, would you mind taking a couple of quick voluntary field sobriety tests?
What's her response to, will you take a couple field sobriety tests? Yes, of course, A. B, no way, Jose. Or C, sobriety what?
C.
C.
Sobriety. What?
Oh, yeah, Kathy, what's a buzzball? You ever had a buzzball, Tiffy?
I haven't. I mean, I see them for sale everywhere, but I've never had one. I don't drink much, so I'm really the wrong one to ask.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them in stores. I think they're like a little cocktail. They have like horchata and
Yeah, they come in
pina
like different
colada.
flavor. I just assumed they were like little like wine cooler type things.
Yep.
But
All right. Tiffie Lou says sobriety what? So does Renee, Kathy, and Joe. Let's find out.
I can make sure you're safe to
Yeah,
drive?
of course.
I would appreciate that.
oh,
Yeah,
wow.
she's
How
Yes, please.
agreeable.
Look at the tip of my pen. I want you to follow the tip of my pen with your eyes, and your eyes only follow the pen. Don't move your head. Do you understand? Okay, here we go.
Who's that shithead in the background?
You're getting very sleepy. I think that shithead is another cop. Who-
No, it,
what?
it looked like just some dude.
Oh, really? Oh, I
I
didn't
mean,
see
maybe
that.
I
Well,
didn't see what I saw looked like just some guy.
all right. Let us know out there if you saw a shithead in the background like Tiffy.
Take your right foot, put it directly in front of your left foot, touching your heel to toe. Go ahead and do that now. Hold that position. I'm going to explain the rest of the test to you, okay?
That dude off to the right is a cop? Looks like he's wearing jeans and a t-shirt.
Oh, it might be. I don't know. I don't know who that is. How do we all think she's going to do on these tests, by the way?
She's gonna fail. If she can't drive in a straight line, she can't walk in a straight line.
All right.
What I'm going to ask you to do is imagine a straight line. I want you to walk on that straight line, touching your heel to toe with each step, keeping your arms down at your sides, and counting out loud with each step on that straight line.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turn? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Whoops. She's about to stumble a bit for the first time. What will her reaction be, Tiffy Lou? What do you think?
I'm gonna say she giggles, but this is my thing.
Yep.
I'm not sure I can pass this test sober. This is a difficult way to walk. People don't walk like that.
It is. Yeah.
know?
I mean, I tried it the other night. I think you were here and I
And he
stumbled
almost
a little
fell
bit.
over. Yeah.
But generally these tests, they're pretty standardized, and like especially the nystagmus test.
Well, the eye thing I get, but the
Mhm.
walking thing, not many people can do that. And don't give me that alphabet backwards business. I can't do that.
Oh, they don't
soberly.
do alphabet backwards, but they'll say something like recite the alphabet beginning with F and continuing through T.
Oh, okay. Well, I can
And
do that.
yeah,
I have to
so
sing the song in my head though
and
first.
if they're a little bit intoxicated, they invariably mess that up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So let's find out. We have a couple of C's. She giggles. I think Tiffany said C. Will she turn on the waterworks, fake an injury, or start to giggle? Let's see.
4. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's funny to me. I'm sorry. Because I've never done this before.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
I mean, not terrible.
Okay, this is my question. I've never been pulled over for drinking and driving.
Mm-hmm.
So this kind of goes out.
But you've done it several times. Is that what you're
No.
saying tonight?
No, I mean this goes out to anybody that may have gone through one of these tests or been with someone who's gone through these tests.
Mm-hmm.
If when they have you do these tests, is it a guarantee you're going to be taken in? I mean, is anybody ever technically passed?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen. I mean, of course, the more interesting videos are the ones where they fail miserably. So I see more of those on the internet. But I have seen people pass. Yep,
And then
absolutely.
they just get to go home is my question, because I feel like this is, and maybe I'm seeing this wrong. When the cop asks you to come down to the station to answer a few questions,
You're already in trouble.
you're in fucking trouble, and you better show up with a lawyer. You don't go down there alone.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, in this situation, like, let's just do a sobriety test. And she acts all easy breezy, cool. But is it one of these things where we now know what the inevitable is? Like, she's going to get arrested? Or do people actually get sent home? Like, you passed, you can drive home now. Does that ever happen?
It does. It does happen.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty. I mean, the tests they're not foolproof. Obviously, I mean the breath test is more definitive
Right,
than
yeah.
these field tests. So yeah, people do go free or they get a lesser charge. Yep, and they'll bring out the PBT.
What's
Not
that?
that's a preliminary breath test. So they do that in the
little
field.
breathing thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then if that indicates they're intoxicated, they'll take them back to the station and do it again on the,
Oh, okay. The official one.
the official one. Yep.
Okay. not the one made for travel.
Yeah, Kathy says drunk chick did that better than I could have.
I know. I'm like, I couldn't have done that. Like,
Renee trips over her feet and she doesn't drink. All right, let's find out what goes on from this point.
Next thing I'm going to ask you to do, don't begin until I ask you. What I'm going to ask you to do is pick whichever foot makes you feel the most comfortable. I want you to raise it about 6 inches off the ground. You're going to point your toe. I want you to look down at your toe and keep your arms down at your sides and count out loud by 1,000s.
1,000.
All right, this is a tough one. This will show if she's intoxicated, usually. So I want you to predict, Tiffie Lou and chat, how many times will she plant her foot to steady herself? It's up in the air, and they say if you have to put it down to steady yourself, obviously do it, but pick it right back up and start, continue. So is it A, 0, B, 2, or C, 4? What do y'all think about out there?
I'm guessing 2. She seems to be okay for a drunk person.
Okay,
You know?
Tiffy says 2. She does. She really does.
I mean, she walked better than I can sober, so I've got to give her walking credits.
Yeah, so Tiffy says 2. I see a lot of C's out there for 4. Let's find out, and we'll
No
play
one's
along with
saying
you.
0. You notice that?
I'm glad you think this is fun, CC Orleans. I appreciate you saying that. We have a good time here too. All right.
1,000, 3, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000, 11, 1,000, 12, 1,000, 13, 1,000.
I'm
Sorry,
impressed
my
with
balance is
her.
really bad. 14, 1,000,
that's
15,
1.
1,000, 16, 1,000,
2.
17, 1,000, 18,
And you may stop.
1,000.
All
This is the
right.
final
All
test.
right, I'm a winner.
Correct answer is 2. I could see my leg just getting tired and having to put it down at that point. So, I don't think that was definitive. I don't do these tests for a living, obviously, but
Yeah, I don't think I could do that now, honestly, for very long. I mean,
yeah. Thank you, Kathy. All right. So 2 foot plants. All right. Let's see what happens now. The foot stays up, but she can't count. That's right.
I know she's 6, 6, 6, 7, 22.
Surprisingly, that's another indicator of intoxication
That
if
she
you
can't
haven't figured
count?
that out already. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that why he made? I'm like, nobody counts that way, by the way.
Oh,
anyway.
the other good test is count backwards from. They'll say count backwards from 70 to 55.
I could count backwards from anything.
Yeah, not when you're intoxicated, I bet.
You should take me out and we should see.
Ooh, yeah, we'll do that
Yeah.
on a live stream some night.
That
We'll
would
get
be
you tipsy.
fun. Yeah, get me a little tipsy and we'll see how I can count.
All right, good. Stay tuned for that. All right.
This is called a preliminary breath test. Keep going, keep going. You gotta blow hard, harder, 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 harder. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep.
Abby's here. Welcome, Abby.
Hey, Abby's my girl.
Yeah, she's Tiffie Lou's girl, and I'm pretty fond of her as well. But glad you made it live, Abby. We love having you here.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Perfect. Thank you. At this time, I do need you to turn around, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for driving under the influence of alcohol. You do have a right to an attorney. Do you have anything on your person that should concern
She's like,
myself?
but I walked in the line. I counted to 100,000 or whatever.
I've done all your tricks. I've been a good girl.
I don't know what you need from me. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like the minute they ask you to do those tests, you're screwed.
Yeah, well, as David pointed out earlier, they haven't pulled out the PBT yet, and that's when things get real. You can't fake your way out of that. A mouthful of pennies won't do it. Some people chew gum to try to trick the breath machine, but
Yeah, I just think
it's not working.
she did well. She did better than I would have done sober. And I'm kind of surprised that this would be enough for him to take her in, unless he's just
Yeah.
basically judging it on how she was driving. Then what's the point of all the tests that she basically passed, as far as I could see?
Well, hey, I noticed in the groceries you bought a big bottle of vodka today, so we'll bust that out for next time.
It's store brand and it's for cleaning.
Anything going?
No.
Yeah, Kathy, a mouthful of pennies. I've heard that is, it doesn't work, but that is a method that some people have tried in order to fool the breath test. But I think it's just like a master troll of somebody getting people to put pennies in their mouth by telling them
I
it
would end
works,
up
you know?
swallowing one and choking. That would be like my life.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Yeah.
You can check your pockets.
Thoroughbred, yes. These, I can't afford that fancy name
They're
brand.
gonna ground you for that? How old are you?
I'm 18.
Hey, 18, but you were born in 1999.
doesn't say
You would be 24.
All right, so that was another slip up. In case you missed it, she said, "Oh man, my parents are gonna be so mad. They're gonna ground me for this." And the cop's like, "Well, how old are you?" 18, which she is, but she forgot. So, oops, her sister is 23, but she just outed herself as 18. Not legal to drink in any state. What will she do now?
Maybe
A,
she's from Germany.
now will she turn on the waterworks? B, she will double down on that lie. Or C, will she fake a seizure in the
Gosh,
back of the
I
car?
hope she fakes a seizure. That would be great. But she's probably going to double down on the lie. I just want to see how someone fakes a seizure.
David's always told him, "Bust out the machine, Buster. I'm not dancing like a pet monkey for you. I'm not your trained seal."
Wow. I'd have to say that because I would fail all those little tests. I'd have to say, get your little breathy thing out.
Sam Pulliam, good to see you, man. He says, "Sarah's my name. Don't wear it out." All right. Abby has a guest with A. Let's see if she turns on the waterworks. Renee, A. They think she's going to cry. What did you say, Tiffany?
I said she'll probably double down on the lie, but I'm wanting her to fake a seizure.
All right.
So I'm voting for both.
You're 23?
Yep, doubling down.
Yeah. So it was a week double down. I mean, I'm
Because she's all
23.
quiet about it. How old is she now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you say you were 18? Are you Alexis? Okay.
I just mean they treat me like I'm 18. I would be pissed if I was her sister.
Yeah,
Because
right?
Gabrielle is getting arrested tonight.
If they hadn't found that out, I mean, that would have been, obviously it would have been corrected eventually, but
I would be really pissed.
yeah, I would be pissed at my sister too for doing that.
Whatever calls from you two, we have a few more minutes, okay?
All right, somebody's been blowing up her phone while it was in that plastic bag. Who's been blowing up her phone? A, her concerned boss. B, her angry boyfriend, which we've seen a couple of in these videos. Or C, her worried mama.
Well, she's only 18. I'm going to say it's her mom.
Okay, yeah, because these arrests do take a while, so it's probably been like an hour that she's been out of commission.
Yeah, I mean, how long did they keep her out on the street? That didn't go by in 2 minutes, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like she's going to be cold in jail.
Yeah, her little
we
half
have
shirt.
C, B, and C.
And I'm a C.
And you're a C. Let's see.
So then I'm not letting you borrow the car again. Like, oh, she's
Was it
mad
her
at
car?
me. Yeah, it's her car. She's mad at me. She said, answer, you better be home here sooner. I'm not letting you borrow the car again.
Yeah, so it sounds like she's overdue to be home. She lives with her mom, and she's like, "I'm never going to let you borrow the car again." She doesn't know yet what's going on.
Okay, can you come get the car?
Yeah, it's mom's car. I'll tell you, they don't end up towing it, and mom does end up getting to go and retrieve it, which is really nice.
Yeah, because that
usually.
would cost a lot of money if they towed it.
Yep. All right.
She's mad at me. She's gonna start crying and throwing a tantrum if I get home and get a car. Should I just say I'm on my way home?
You can tell her whatever you want, but
I just
you're not on your way home.
She's like, where are you? Answer, you better get home soon. Should I just tell her?
I think honesty would probably be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
For
you're a
a
cop.
change. Hi, Mom, it's Gabriella.
Mom, don't be mad at me.
All right, how will this talk begin?
Well, it
She's on.
started with "Don't be mad at me." That's
Don't be
not
mad at
good.
me, right?
Yeah.
A, calmly and rationally. B, devolves into a shouting match. Or C, the battery dies right before the good part.
Dude, if the battery dies, I'm gonna be really upset. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna say they start shouting.
all
But I don't
right.
know. She doesn't seem like a shouter. Maybe this girl won't. She'll just take her beating. Maybe she's an A. All
All
right. I'm
right.
changing my answer to A.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, she's had kind of a character arc in this video already. We didn't know at first, and she was kind of lying. Now she seems to be calming down and going with the flow a little bit.
Well, she's probably starting to sober up, dude.
That's
Oh, Renee
true.
changed her answer to B.
Although the PBT they've not given the results of yet, and they have yet to do the breath test in the office. That is coming up, so we'll find out just how drunk or not drunk she is.
Don't be mad at me, please. Well, I can't take you the car because I got stopped and I have to spend the night. I got stopped by a car and I can't spend the night. I have to sleep over here.
You didn't get stopped by a car. You got stopped by a
You
cop.
got stopped by a car?
By a cop.
Right? Yeah, her mom said the same thing. You got stopped by a car.
Yeah. Why are you pulling over for
Yeah.
people?
So far it's pretty calm and rational.
Uh,
Hello, E. Gibson. Most people are not calm and rational, especially not in difficult situations. Yeah, and especially in today's world. I
but she's
mean,
also young,
yeah,
so
she,
it's different.
she's
Like
right.
when I was young, if I got stopped by the pizza police, I'd either be crying or I would be as calm as possible.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Now I'm just insane. So who knows?
Oh man,
I know it's crazy.
I've heard people have called 911 on your driving
No,
before, but
shut
that's
up.
another story for a
That has
different
not
time.
happened. Stop it.
I'm
What are
sorry.
you doing, Alexis?
You want me to tell her what's happening?
Tell her.
Your daughter is currently under arrest for DUI and a couple of other charges.
How does this go over?
That wouldn't go well with me.
A, calmly and rationally. B, devolves into a shouting match. Or C, the battery dies right before the good part. We have the same set of answers. What do you think?
I think this is where mommy starts to shout.
Okay, so this devolves into a shouting match. Tiffie Lou is going to say B. She doesn't realize she's not going to have a license. Kathy said that. Yeah.
And she also doesn't know that this isn't Gabriella. Or no, she knows it isn't Gabriella. She doesn't know Gabriella's the one who got arrested.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to Kathy's point, yeah, and this they do say later that her license will be suspended for a minimum of 30 days, but usually I'm
It's
sure
a year.
it's much longer,
Mhm.
especially if she gets convicted or takes a deal. I mean, you have to abide by the rules. A, C, A.
No, I'm the only one who's choosing B.
All right, let's see what's going on here.
And she's going to be spending the night in jail tonight.
Please don't be mad at me. I'm gonna be fine.
Siempre con tus pendejadas,
I'm
Alexis.
sorry. Don't be mad at me.
No,
Please don't be mad at me. I'm gonna be fine.
is it gonna die? I'm gonna be so mad.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
I like Mama.
Wow. Well, no, but okay. Now that's how she's acting now. Wait till she gets that girl home.
Yeah, she started out saying something in Spanish. I didn't catch it. It started with the word siempre, but then she, she's taking it pretty good, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to call my mom from the police station
Again.
again.
She does a lot for me. I don't want her to cry. I don't want her to worry about me.
Well, then don't go out and get drunk.
And take a nice deep breath, deep as you can. Go nice and steady through the tube.
And by the way, she had to blow in this like 6 or 7 times. I've edited that out, but she couldn't get a full
Breath.
going. She
Is that like a common drug
she
problem?
sucked one time, and yeah, she's just all over the place. But she's
Okay, have a seat. Okay, results your test.
what is the highest of her 4 BAC levels? Now they took 2 readings out in the field, and they take 2 readings here. And I don't know how they do it, if they average them out or throw out the low and the high like figure skating, but what out of her 4 tests, what is the highest?
Highest.
And point oh 0.08 is the legal limit, keep in mind. So A, is she just above that 0.083? B, is it 0.120? Or is she C, 0.191?
Now this is the highest out of all of the ones, including the ones on the street.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So presumably it's come down a smidge since they were out in the
So
field,
it's
but it
not that
usually
high
doesn't
now,
come
but the highest it was probably on the street.
right. And it usually
Okay.
doesn't come down that much. It hasn't been hours, but sure.
I'm gonna
Yep.
go with C.
All right. You're gonna go with C, the 0.19, and she's
What's everybody else choosing?
I think that would suggest she's an experienced drinker, if she's walking and talking and doing pretty well. Um Yeah, not sober and non-smoker, those things take some lungs. You do have to blow for quite a bit. You do. Um,
Oh, Abby says B.
B,
I almost
C,
went with B, but I'm thinking, I don't know. This might be the only time she's been pulled over, but it's not like this is the only time she's ever been drunk.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
is
mean,
not.
she probably started at 12.
Poor thing. I'm starting to like her though, and I like the mom. So let's see what happens here.
185, 191, and 178, 182.
Ah,
So
191!
191.
Is
Yep.
that bad?
That's way over the legal limit, even if you're 21.
Is that bad? Do a little math. 0 to 3.
She's a lightweight.
Yeah.
I should have known better.
She didn't just have 2 buzzballs, though.
What's that?
She didn't just have 2 buzzballs,
I don't
though.
think you nearly get to point 2
I know. I'm
with
like, buzzballs? That's like a joke. That's
yeah.
like, fermented Kool-Aid,
There's got to be some equation you can do out there, like when you ask them how much have you had to drink, and they say 2 beers. There's got to be some equation. I'm sure it exists, where you could plug it in and find out how many drinks they actually have.
Oh, and it's
had.
also based on weight,
Right.
age, a
Yep.
lot of things. People don't realize, like, I can't drink what some of my friends can drink,
Is that bad? Oops.
Great.
Yep. There
I
you
should
go.
have known better. Okay, God has me. I deserve this.
Okay.
I tell my mom, don't worry, I'll be fine, because she doesn't stop playing with my phone.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know.
What state is it in? This is from a channel called California Body Cam, but
So it's out here?
I've noticed all of their videos are not from California, and I didn't catch. If anybody knows, let me know. California, Sam.
If any of you recognize the jail, let us
Sign
know.
right there.
I don't recognize the inside of that jail.
No.
And just step into here. And I'll be back for you here in a few minutes.
Yeah. And please like and subscribe if you're having a good time here. Hit the like button, and yeah, we. So, what do you think, Tiffie Lou? That was she seemed to take some responsibility there, and
She did, and that's all right, but it's not going to stop her from doing it again.
yeah.
She's gonna be drunk again as soon as her mommy gives her the car back.
I mean, unfortunately, statistically, that would be true. I mean, I forget the number, but once you're caught, you've driven drunk many, many other times. You don't
Mhm.
get caught on your first time. And I don't think the audience knows this, but I'm a recovering alcoholic. Been sober since 2015, but I did have a DUI back in 2006, and the penalties now are a lot stiffer.
Mhm.
I think with the first one now, you get an interlock device in your
Interlock.
car.
What is an interlock?
Interlock is you have to blow into it, and it takes a reading of your breath.
Like
And
every time.
yep.
Oh, like our drunk Karen. I've got 2 breathalyzers.
Right.
up
Yeah,
here.
she was
Right.
probably supposed to have 2 breathalyzers in her car, but I don't think she
Okay.
did. Yeah, so the car won't start if you don't blow
If you don't
under the
pass
limit.
the little
If you don't
test?
pass, and also it at random times it will tell you to pull over and make a breath sample. which you have to do, otherwise the car will quit on you.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. And you have to pay for probably that, huh? The state doesn't pay for that?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Thank
this
you,
is an
Kathy.
expensive problem.
Yeah, it really is. And those are not cheap. I mean, back then in 2006, I remember it being like $1,500.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But nowadays, honestly, it's a lot of money
I mean,
today.
the
Like,
tech might have gotten cheaper, so maybe it's around the same price, but who knows with the state government, you know?
yeah.
So, all right. Let's see. Absolutely, Tiffy Lou. What's on your mind, Tiffy Lou? Have you been following any cases lately?
Well, I suggested a couple to you that I thought we should talk about, but you didn't want to do them. You chose her instead.
Well,
So
there is that interesting one where the guy, they come upon him in the garage. He's in his car.
he's robbing someone's house.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yes, he's a robber. And I guess I don't know how it started. I guess the neighbors maybe saw him, but whatever, police find out. They break down the door. They
Hmm.
chase him or follow him into the garage, and he is trying to drink gasoline
That's right.
to get out of being arrested.
Yeah, I'm not sure he realizes how long it would take to kill yourself with gasoline and how unpleasant it would be,
It's
but
not it's not strychnine. It takes a minute,
right.
Um,
Yeah. He does manage to drink a little bit, but they get him out. They
yeah,
get
they
him
get him
medical
out. Yeah.
attention. It's fine. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good one going around. The other one is the lady at the beach with her
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
the
With
you
her
know.
dog that got
Hmm.
bit, and she's insane. Oh,
Yeah.
man. We gotta this girl was nice. She was too polite. I want some angry drunks, Andrew, for just going forward,
Yeah,
you know?
CC, if right, the angry drunks are a little more fun.
Yeah,
But it
yeah.
is good to see this girl. I mean, it seems like maybe she'll get her life together. She's pretty young now, so she probably has some growing up to
She's
do,
18 going on 23
Yeah. So
or
she's not
23
done
going
drinking
on
yet.
12.
Yeah, unfortunately. But Cece likes angry drunks. Who doesn't? Who doesn't really?
So what's this absolutely business? I'm not reading anything.
Absolutely, Tiffy Lou. No, I did have a story for you to read, but as I said,
Yeah,
you
no.
came in last minute. I don't know if I can say this, but you are taking school classes part time as well. So
I am.
yeah, Tiffy Lou's got a lot going on, but we'll read that next time, and we'll like I said, we have some upcoming things for our insider information this week.
Oh, yeah.
Some Tiffy outtakes, a special episode. We already have 2 exclusive episodes up there. You can go to the membership tab and read all about it. Also, if you want to get your Sarah Boone t-shirts, Dr. Boone, before the trial starts, I mean, you probably have several years in which to do
Oh,
that.
yeah, yeah. She got a few times. You got a little bit of time.
Yeah, you got a little
Yeah.
bit of time before the trial starts, but if you'd like to, please go to tiffylou.com. We have that and a selection of other things, a not intentional Tumblr, and many, many more. So check that out if you can. And thank you once again to CC and Renee for being our new members, along with Amelia Sparkles and several others.
Oh,
So
and Sparkles and Renee are our moderators
our
now too.
moderators, yep, yep.
Yeah, they're kind of a big deal.
So let us know out there if anybody else would like to be a moderator, or more importantly, what uh, situations or subjects you'd like to see next. We're
Yeah.
working on our next full episode, and but we haven't decided exactly what it's going to be yet. So if you have any ideas, or there's a case that's been nipping at your heels lately and really occupying your brain cycles, let us know. And
You can honestly, even if it's just a link, you can also send a link to us at info@absolutelycriminal.com
yep,
and we'll check it out, you know? Anything you guys see that you want us to cover, let us know.
absolutely. CC Orleans is getting a wrench. Remember what happened when I think it was Sparkles asked me for a wrench.
Oh, yeah, and then you timed her out?
Right, I accidentally hit the timeout button instead. So I'm like, "You're banned." So CC, in case you go away for a little while, you know what happened, but I'm making you a moderator right now. That button, the ban hammer button, is much too close to the moderator button, by the way.
Yeah.
So CC Orleans is now managing moderator for your channel. Excellent. Okay. Anything else to add,
No,
Tiffie Lou?
no, this was fun though. This was great.
Yeah, we enjoyed it, and thank you all out there so much for being with us. And we'll see you on our next live stream on Friday.
Friday at 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern.
Yep.
Yep.
And we have some more surprises coming up for everyone. So for Tiffie Lou, I'm Andrew, and we hope you have an excellent night out there. Let the darkness come alive. We'll see you next time.